Yeah, that's what we're doing. Do you need the witness to repeat his question, Chief Prosecutor? I heard him just... Australian. I heard him just fine, Edgeworth. 2 years ago, I was in charge of the prosecution for that trial. At the time, occasionally, we felt powerlessness of the law. Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. That's weird. I think YouTube might be messing up. So it should have started, like, streaming by now. Huh. Oh, it started! Alright, we're good. Alright. Occasionally, we felt the powerlessness of the law. At least, I did. Lana... I became a prosecutor in order to suppress crime with the law. But before I realized it, we were the ones being suppressed by the law. Defendants, just what are you saying? I have a feeling she's gonna tell you. I ask you again, Chief Prosecutor. During that trial 2 years ago, did you really present all the evidence in court? Can you look me, an investigator in that crime, in the eye and say that you did? Chief Prosecutor, you didn't... I don't have to, Officer Marshall. Why won't you answer him? Why won't you answer him? Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order for him to get the verdict he deserved. But Lana... Even if it involved forging evidence. Oh, shit. They actually did that. See? That's what I'm talking about. No. No! No. No! Order! 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 Lena's remarks caused such a stir. The chaos in the... Okay, well, we would have to wait until the following day. Oh, shit. This is like the 4th day of court. Or wait, the 3rd? Wow, I was that close to a save point, huh? Man, I might as well just save over the last one. Alright. I also don't know why it bothers says saving progress if I have to actually manually save. February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually finish this stream. If I'm lucky. Could be. Maybe not, though. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Yeah, I was there. We were there just now. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Forging evidence. Just the way it is. Forging evidence. I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Yep, I think we've established just that Phoenix has no idea what's going on in the hearts of men at this point. He just does not get people. On a grand scale. Lena wanted Doc convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? What do you mean, what happened to you? What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? Emma's the real killer. No. On the night Prosecutor Nia Marshall was murdered, Joe Dock tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. So that means you... Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dock trial. I feel like they said this already. I didn't see that one coming. Okay, so wait. Let me just really quickly check out the evidence thing. Close, serial murder, death. Which, by the way, it's funny that people are getting sentenced to death here in Japan. Japanifornia. Considering that technically wouldn't be allowed there normally. Lena and Emma Sky. Or is it Lena and Lena and Emma? Or Lana and Emma? Or Lana and Emma? Who knows? Either way. It happened 2 years ago. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then, suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. I'm aware, Phoenix. You don't need to keep saying it. Joe Dock tried to take me hostage. Before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then... What happened? Phoenix, we know what happened. The guy got stabbed. I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture. Phoenix, she means a memory. You don't need to ask what the permanent picture is. I do remember the moment when Doc stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lena forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So it's true. Even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved with falsifying... Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not to Emma. What did you see in the instant the crime occurred? Doc knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. I've been through so much. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. I must have been 14. That's understandable. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies, and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. How do we know what happened exactly? There's still something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. I mean, to be fair, if he was being chased, he'd probably just duck into whatever office he found. Joe Doc had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled... He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective's offices in the questioning room are right from... Because the detective's offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator. But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly, didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. What? I don't remember hearing that. What the hell are you talking about? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Doc case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk. I'd better have another talk with her. God damn, that was crazy. And that's a plot twist. She did not tell me that. It seems everything is somehow related to... this incident. What was it labeled again? The SL9 incident? Yes, the name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. The name of everyone connected to this trial is listed in here. All that's left is to figure out just what role everyone plays in this case. If we search hard enough, I think we'll find our answers. What exactly did or didn't Lana do? I'm not sure I want to know everything. Interesting. Right, we need to go talk to her again. February 24th, detention center, visitor's room. Lana... Mr. Wright, it seems like... Mr. Wright. It seems I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence... I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul, why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago, and how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright. Hence, why my name is Mr. Wright. I know my rights. A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one, 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well. No, I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. The trial... It really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. For a donut. Much in the way Homer Simpson did in that one episode of The Simpsons. Well, all the drama aside, the fact of the matter is that 5:15 there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What the witness... Miss Starr said. Well, that cop in the background actually looks competent. He's so competent that he never talks or actually makes any kind of remark in the series. He's noted for purely just standing there. That guy just does his job and only his job. And he's great at it. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife? Saul Goodman. Lana! I don't understand! Why won't you tell us? Emma. This doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. Oh, that's a big sort of emotional shift from the last 2 seconds. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together. Chief Gant? He was the deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scenes. Also, welcome to the stream, Johnny boy. You probably hate me calling you that, so I'm just gonna call you John. Or Oki. Hey, have you ever played, have you ever played Oki... I feel like I have a joke for this, never mind. Anyway. Fuck it, I'm just gonna... hold on. Alright. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed. Really? That doesn't sound... I feel like that's somewhat illegal in just saying that, but whatever. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was... to gain experience investigating crime scenes. You could use that experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago. Oh, you think? You think, Phoenix? You think we should... yep, I'll go. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Doc. Second in command? That means the investigation was that means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right? Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations. They even had the same office. We led a team of the best detectives in the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Jake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Doc. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Okay, well if you found the body, you should have said that. Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Doc that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Doc must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall left their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. I bet Dark was defeated by a flashlight. Oh yeah, he's just one of those... Dark is really just one of those Alan Wake monsters. You know, you shine the flashlight at him, shoot him a few times, dead. Dark, you know... You know, being dark, of course, he's weak to fighting type moves. I thought that was funny. Anyway. He ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run... So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Doc. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Emma, Marshall, and yeah, okay, guy. The Dark Man. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim, Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect, Joe Doc. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Doc had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. I can't blame her, after all her sister must have gone through. After that, I placed Doc under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, huh? I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. There's no way everyone involved in that trial is also involved in this incident just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't want to believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. You said you expected it! Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Doc. Oh, don't tell me Emma's the culprit. Oh, crazy, it's almost like it's a revenge plot. What a surprise. Yeah, that's not really shocking anybody, that's the thing. Who could have fucking guessed that literally everyone involved in this case was somehow related to that? So, I heard you like bad boys. That's good, because I'm literally bad at everything. Hey Firewall, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. It ends with the stabbing of a knife. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The chief's office. OMG, Emma being the killer would be the absolute coolest twist ever. It would be definitely different. It would kind of be like if, the whole thing where Edgeworth thought he was the killer of the last case, but it turned out it was a secret third party that showed up because the elevator stopped. That was an interesting idea. I gotta say, the 4th trial of the first game is still one of my favorites in the absolute favorites in the series. It was such a good case. And this one I also really like. So let's see. Let's see how this one ends, because I still actually don't know. How have you been, airplane head? Not confused with the cockpit head. Also not confused with biplane head or dive bomber head. Or water plane head. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder. I do like it when the game tells me where I need to go, because then I know. February 24th, police station, criminal affairs department. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere. Things seem kind of quiet around here today. You're right. The chief of detectives seems the same, though. Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to? Right. We can come back here later. Kind of thought he'd be here. Or like the office, I thought? Police department entrance. Howdy, Bambina. Oh, Mr. Marshall. My parents, my grandparents, my job, my studies, partner, pet, and apartment. That's about it. Hey, that sounds nice. That's probably good. As long as you got those, you're fine. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Wait, Sarah. You never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambina? I should have known my luck would run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Billy being... his... Willie? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go to the evidence room today, partner. But Mr. Marshall... Why did you do it? Clowns make an average about 50k a year, so why are you doing it for free? I guess I'm just an enthusiast. Being a clown is a hobby for me, clearly. Hey, if I could make 50k for it, I would. Why not? If the option is ever open to me, I'm taking it. That's a pretty sick burn there, I like that. Why do prospectors head west? Because you need clown credentials, not the internet type. Man, I'm not even fit for clown college. God damn. You guys are great. Why do prospectors head west? Why do prospectors head west? If there was a case I needed to know the truth about it, it was that one. If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about it, it was that one. Also, why prospectors head west? Because they were all originally from the east part of the states, and they headed west because that was like New Frontier. That's the why. That's why they headed west. To find stuff. Which I guess is kind of the point. Or to find gold? Or? I don't know. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Have you seen that meme of Edgeworth handing you a diploma in clownology? I haven't, but I have seen that one where it's like... someone put the models, the 3D models for Phoenix and Edgeworth over like a fight in Yakuza. So it's just Kiryu and some other guy like beating the shit out of each other, but with the Phoenix and Edgeworth models. So it's just like a court fight. Like trial by combat or something. I don't know, I need to... maybe I'll tweet out a link to that at some point today, because man, that was a really funny video. Would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. I mean, you probably wouldn't anyway, because you're probably getting arrested. Dark trial. Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean, fishy? I mean, Joe Dark was a merman. Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's, alright, but... in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. A question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there was a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, the possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? Joe Dark was Ocean Master. Oh, that's funny. That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. I got the looks, but he got the brains. Honestly, the other guy looks better. I mean, I like his hat more too. He's got like the buckles on it. That's pretty cool. He was one of the best prosecutors around. It just made I just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day. The highest honor? You mean the King of Prosecutors? I knew it. What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor. Fuad Hassan. Can't wait to see what he did. I can't wait either. This is gonna be great. Also, welcome to the stream, Fuad Hassan. How are you doing? Mr. Marshall must have been really close with his brother. You see him running from the police when he's cornered, he pulls a trident on the officers. Oh, King of the Ocean, Joe Dark. He tried to retreat to Atlantis, but he couldn't. Basically, everyone in the case did at least 1 or 2 crimes. Pretty much, yeah. Almost everyone involved has committed some kind of, like, perjury, forged evidence, or, like, actual murder. 27, that means he was 1 away from 28 stab wounds. I will never get tired of watching that scene. That scene is always funny. The 28 stab wounds. I need to play Detroit Become Human at some point. That would be a very funny stream. Huh. The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transfer. Hmm? Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. I can't believe 2 years have gone by already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. Rise from the Ashes is one of my favorite cases in the series. I still haven't actually... This is the only case from the first 2 games that I never actually finished, so I'm actually very eager to finish this one. Third one I did finish, but it's been so long that's, like, kind of hard to remember most of them. Scars. There was something going on behind the scene... There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. I also want to say, I love this case so far. This is fantastic. Every detective involved in that is... Alright. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. My favorite variant of the 28 stab wounds meme is 28 incognito tabs. 28 incognito tabs! What were you doing? I mean, at that point, I think it's kind of obvious what they were doing. Just wait till day 3. Ooh. Nice. This shit's already crazy. I can't wait for it to get crazier. Mustar was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They... Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lena Sky. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second-in-command, Lena Sky. Plot twist after plot twist. And it all feels earned. Like, this all feels normal for the series. It's great. Like, it doesn't feel forced at all. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo. I'd watch that buddy cop movie, honestly. I would watch Lena Sky and Damon Gant as a buddy cop thing. Rise from the Ashes is objectively the best case from this game, but I personally still like Turnabout Goodbyes more just because of the development Edgeworth got. I agree, Turnabout Goodbyes was fantastic. You know, you spend like the whole game thinking that Edgeworth is like... just kind of like an asshole, or like, okay, well, you used to be friends, but now he's a dickhead. And then now, after that, it's like, oh man, that's why everything happened. It was all because of Von Karma and like... you know, all that stuff. And now Edgeworth is a pretty cool dude, and even if he's still a prosecutor by the end of this game, and he's still one in, like, the rest of the series, obviously, it's still, like, you know, he's still just a nice, sort of, helpful side protagonist, you know? Plus, whenever they bring, Ace Attorney Investigations 2 to the West, you know, hey, I'll be right on that. I'll be all over that. That'll be fantastic. I've heard that's one of the best games in the series. I have not played it myself, unfortunately. That case was the biggest step in both of their careers. After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left. Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out. What a secret. It all started 2 years ago. My life isn't a joke. Jokes have meaning. Aw, dude. That's funny, but don't do that to yourself, man. Like, at the very least, I'll laugh at you. Then it's funny. Then it means something. Let me laugh at you so you can mean something to the world. Von Karma's my favorite villain of all time. Yeah, Von Karma's so goddamn cool, right? Like, he's got such a presence, like an intimidating, like, sort of like his stature's intimidating. Dude is like straight upright. He looks scary as fuck. That's just being mean at that point, to be honest. But either way, you know, he's threatening. He's cool. He's got a cool motive. Man is just, you know, even in like the case, it's just the way he handles the judge, something like, "Judge, a verdict now," and stuff like that. Like, he completely controls the pace of the trial. Von Karma was so goddamn cool. And the parrot. The parrot was so funny. That's still one of my favorite moments in the entire series. It's just the parrot thing. Unless you would like to cross-examine the parrot. Wait, that's it. Your Honor, I'd like to cross-examine the parrot. I'm gonna be frank, when I first played this game until the latter half Turnabout Samurai, I didn't care at all for Edgeworth, kind of disliked him until the 4th case. Exactly, that was how I felt too. As I was like, oh man, this guy, and then it was like, oh, depth. Oh my god, this guy. This man. He's a character, he's a well-written character. Nice. Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago. You drink water? I drink anarchy, do you follow? I surely don't. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure that I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. Someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Did he just spit out the cap, or was that just normal spit? Too bad I won't be around to work with you. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina. And then he rode off into the sunset to be arrested or something. Kinda thought I'd find The Office by now, but this is still good. February 24th, Prosecutor's Office. Underground parking lot. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr. Imagine losing a case for an incompetent witness, Larry Butts, and an animal as a witness that you dared the defense attorney to do. Definitely one of the best moments. That was so, like, it's just amazing that he brought about his own downfall by making, like, just, he was just gloating, and he was like, huh, try to win with these circumstances. Objection. And then he lost. Dude lost to a parrot. He lost to a funny parrot. It's stellar, really. A parrot, a metal detector, and an idiot. And Phoenix. Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. We know what happened, though. We determined that yesterday. That must be where the detectives are. But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m. Yeah. I thought we were finally making some headway in our case. But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty. Hang in there, Lana. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Okay, High Prosecutor's Office. Where is the chief detective's office? I looked. Dude, have you seen the video where an AI writes a Batman comic and one of the lines is, Batman looks around for his parents, but they're still dead? Oh, I haven't seen that. I really want to, though. I need to see that after this. I'll check that out immediately. That's fucking funny. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, High Prosecutor's Office, I guess. February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Mr. Edgeworth isn't here. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee. Did you check the car here? I should probably do that again, I'm guessing, because there's always something new. Phoenix unironically saying based is the most profound Ace Attorney moment. Oh, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry... Maybe he's being questioned by an inquiry committee? He took a real beating in court today. And he's gonna take a real physical beating from Gant later. Yeah, with Lana admitting the falsifying evidence 2 years ago. I guess we'll just have to come back later. Man, where is the... Hold on. Anything new with the car? That's about as red as a sports car can get. Yep, it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk. And the lock on the trunk was broken. So the question is, why did Miss Sky choose his car? So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe? Something like that. Check the trophy here, it should be saved in evidence. Oh yeah, I have that. I'm just going to write you my favorite line from that video just to show you how brutal the AI was. Bane was more merciful than the AI. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not model. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. Nah, man, your bike is cool, though. But yeah, I've got this thing. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. No, you wouldn't. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. I thought I was going to talk about Jake Marshall for a sec. Or not Jake, his brother Marshall. Whatever. Okay, where am I going? What am I doing? I thought we were supposed to go to the whatchamacallit. Let's see. The Joker now has a present in his hand. Happy birthday, Batman. He juggles it over to Batman. Batman opens the present since he's a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents, but it expired. Oh, Christ. Okay, so, clearly, with the places I can go, I'm messing something up. Jake is gone. I bet you'd be pretty happy with the King of Attorney's shield too, huh? We defense attorneys are all a scattered, unrecognized bunch. Still, I wonder why the trophy shield is broken. It is pretty odd, huh? I doubt it has anything to do with this case, though. Criminal Affairs Department, you should go there. I don't think I remember the detention center. Okay. Okay, Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, wow, okay, there's something here now. Alright. February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes. Oh, if you're all looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. They're in the conference room. Oh, they're in the conference room. Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us. With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what... The shield has definitely something to do with the case. Ooh. Interesting. And the decision about what to do with... And the decision about what to do with Mr. Edgeworth. Not to mention our statement... Not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor. Really? Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. Well, I guess if we're allowed to. What the fuck? You know, I wasn't expecting an organ. Or a church organ, no less. Whatever kind of instrument that is. I was not expecting that. Police department, chief's office. And then there's just like a normal desk and a computer off to the side. There's the picture over there. There are a couple of vases. Whoa. Where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. Check out that pipe organ. And that's real, isn't it? Hey, I used to take organ lessons back in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I don't believe you. I thought I was a genius until they tried teaching me. I never could remember where C was. No, Gumshoe gets his unique charm from him being the least insane New Yorker I've ever seen in fiction or in real life. Yeah, he made it out. He survived. You know, he's from New York, Okinawa. Instead of Okinawa or New York, it's New York, Okinawa or something. I don't know. As opposed to, you know, Japanifornia. Oh, it's you two. Chief Gant. He put that paper he was reading in his desk. So, Rido, have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I've been kind of busy lately. I could appreciate that. I've had my hands full too with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Laney's provocative statement. Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence. Yeah. Oh, you mean about the forged evidence.
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies.
You're going to Manhattan, boy.
See that big picture on the wall over there?
Let me guess, the shield isn't broken, is it? Nope, it is, but there's a sword there, for some reason. Instead of a fist.
That's a picture of Laura, Neil, and me.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh wait, no, there should be a sword there. And it's kind of broken. Is that the knife in the case? Or probably not, but who knows. I believe Gant's theme is called Something Swimming. Okay, that fits. Gant is always speaking about swimming. I wonder what he looks like in a swimsuit. We're not ready for that. We're not prepared for the ungodly sight that would be that amount of muscle in such a small amount of clothing. No one's ready for that. Oh, and there's the vase from the thing in his background. Oh, okay, so that's part of the murder then, definitely. Because that's the thing we found, but it wasn't complete.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right with this picture. Plenty isn't right with this picture. Can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. That'll be a thing in the case.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm gonna lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh, but this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
That case has long since been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Now hurry up and get out. I've got a meeting to attend.
Looks like we aren't welcome. It seems that case isn't over yet. It seems that case isn't over with yet after all. Gant is always speaking... these things will give you a headache, I swear. Yeah, they do take a lot to figure out. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Let's try going back here. Possibly. Police station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, pal. Detective Gumshoe. Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting? I'm, just taking a breather. My feet hurt. Well, since Gant is French for glove, I'm gonna assume he's from France or some French heritage. And on French beaches, it is mandatory for men to wear Speedos. Huh. It's also interesting that Gant means glove, because we found a glove related to the case. And also he's wearing gloves. Oh, Damon Gant is the killer! Maybe. I don't know. Possible. Who knows? I'm just taking a breather. My feet hurt. From sitting so long? Actually, from serving everyone coffee. From serving everyone coffee. It sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop. Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Have either one of you seen Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth? No, why do you ask? He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle's between you two in court. You don't have to know. I'll find out eventually. That sounds serious. Is it because of what my sister said? Or, you know, his name means glove because he's wearing gloves. Well, I mean, that could be it, yeah, but... Shut up. No, there's a decent chance that's part of it, yeah. That's basically what it all boils down to. They had falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Hey, pal. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood. Ace Attorney was never subtle with its puns. Yeah, but like, I feel like that lack of subtlety is why it's so great. Gant wears gloves so his hands don't hurt while with his excessive clapping. That's actually kind of a fun idea for the design. If that is the actual reason. Yikes. Pal. Hey, pal. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Elena Skye's the guilty party here, isn't she? Regardless, the prosecutor's responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who didn't like him. But now with this... Are there really so many people who hate him? In our world, only those with talent rise to the top. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There's no better recipe I know of for making enemies. Hey, Dick! Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Let's go out for lunch again sometime. My treat. Yes, sir. You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick? Yes, sir. It seems you don't have any problems with enemies. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. I take care not to engage in any activities, like winning or losing, that would cause me to lose sleep at night. As soon as you finally put the suit on. Yeah, I made sure to do that this time, just because last time I forgot it, and I didn't want to appear, you know, unofficial in court, as it were. I need to be dressed to the nines for this sort of thing. Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier while the coffee was brewing. He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything? The only evidence Doc left behind was during his final attack. His final attack? You mean... when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl. New York, hey, I'm walking here! When he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl. I am terrible at doing the accent today, I don't know what it is. Me... Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. I was thinking for the next thumbnail for the stream, you could draw like this. You could draw the Spider-Man pointing at each other meme, but it's you with the suit on pointing at your normal outfit. Oh yeah. Me trying to find the person who ruined my life. Me when I find the person who ruined my life, and it's just me pointing at myself. It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl. That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all. You mean a body with a knife sticking out of it? Well, what was it? Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon, Oh, I forget. Oh, look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay? His powers of recollection never fail to impress. Maybe we should show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory. Aw, could it? Not that murder weapon, the other one. About this, Hey, is that... There's a tag attached to it with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in locker. Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker. On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler. That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me. Well, what is it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Well, don't keep us in suspense. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at, plus it had his fingerprints on it too. But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right? It's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. You don't have to take a good look to notice that. Yeah, well, anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in. Where was it? The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it. Inside his own body. He was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet. Down to the last fiber. Does metal have fibers? Is that how metal works? I don't think it's made of fiber. It was broken, but is it the murder weapon? I mean, it's probably not the murder weapon based on the way we're phrasing this, because Jake even made a mention of that. Like, the other Marshall made a mention of that. But, we'll see. That's pretty conclusive. Neil's autopsy report. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. Huh. Let's see. Engravings, pal. Engraving, pal, give you no tactical advantage whatsoever. Hello, Christian MSM. Welcome to the stream from Russia. How are you doing today? Glad to have you here. Let's hear about Dark's crimes. Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman. Fucking Yoshikage Kira over here. A businessman? What made him take the serial killing? Think about two things, a broken knife and the shield. See, that's what I thought, because let me pull up the court record. This picture has that shield with, or like the sword thing with the broken, like, tip-off at the start. I know that's probably related to the way the knife is, like, snapped and all that, but I don't know how. Like, it's the same shape, definitely, but obviously this is a different knife. Unless this was just painted. And that's why there's so many, like, splotches on it. And wait. Hold on. In that case, do we not have the knife tip, or... Died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon was found in... Wound was missing tip. Huh. What if Joe did what he did because of middle-age crisis? Honestly, somewhat understandable. Then there's this vase, which I still don't even know what the thing is. Something's up with this, too, and I don't know what. I know it was in the picture of the, of them. Like, hold on, let me... Like, it's right behind... It's, like, between Lena and the other guy. But... something's weird here. Something's very off. A businessman? What made him take the serial killing? One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car. With his car? So it was an accident? An accident, yes. But it transformed him into an animal. I'll let you a hint. The picture you got from Gantoff, take a look at it and remember it. Oh, I will. Trust me. We'll get there eventually. Unequivocally, Lemon Juice. Welcome to the stream, Unequivocally. How are you doing today? All I'm saying is the pot is going to give you a massive headache. Oh, I'm sure it will. I can already feel it. Transformed him into an animal. An animal? He killed a man that witnessed the accident. Then he killed a lady that saw the second crime. A kid walked by just then, so he killed him too. That's when he was burying the body. Then when he was burying the body, his jogger came up behind the scene and was killed by him as well. Finally, he turned himself in. They basically gave everyone a headache. Oh, I can't wait for this. Seems he was a pretty careless animal. Not many animals are that careful. Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence. Well, fuck, then how do you know what happened? Did you find the bodies? So he turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed. That last witness, aka Emma. Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Gant. Never actually seen someone play this game. I didn't even know it was a game until I thought it was a show. There is an anime of it, but it was based on the game. And this game is fantastic. Highly recommend getting it. This is one of the last cases of the first one, and it's very, Very fun. If you like stuff like Danganronpa, this is what you want. This is exactly what you're looking for. Well, they made a 2-season anime out of these games. Yep. That's what I'm saying. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered. The chief's out now and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look... around if that's okay. Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door. What? Really? And if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust. Breach of trust? Simply put, I'd be canned. Oh, sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you. How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's. Rise from the Ashes is the second longest game in the series, consisting of 7 hours of gameplay. Oh, I've made it last longer than 7. Oh, I've made it last way longer than 7. Oh, God. I'm terrible at this game. That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died. Oh. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office. I wonder if there's something we should show him that would make him change his mind. Such as this picture? Let me share a little advice with you as a detective. If you don't have a clue, keep your trap shut. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, sheesh. About that jar. I think I've seen it before somewhere. Somewhere? Well, maybe it's one of those memories people have from previous lives. This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met. But he is the best. Tournament Revolution is 14 hours long. Really? I don't remember that being that long. Wait, did I even play Tournament Revolution? If you heard about it, chat, Arrow lasts more than 7 hours probably because of the mechanical anatomy. Yeah? If any case lasts longer than 4 hours, you should go see a doctor. I think you should have a lunchbox or something. I think I do, but I'm not entirely sure. Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I'm in Chief's office and he's yelling at me. Chief Gant? Where could I have seen that before? You could have seen it right here. Yeah, okay, never mind. You still don't want to see it. Gotcha. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay, yeah, I need to give him, like, the beef lunchbox or something. Probably. Which means I probably need to go down to the, underground parking lot. Or underground parking... not. Oh, it's from Spirit of Justice. Okay, then in that case, I haven't played that one. I don't think I played the ones with Apollo. Nothing against him, I just never got to it. High Prosecutor's Office, let's try that. Okay, here we go, something new. February 24th, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet. There he is! It looks like he's writing something. What are you doing here? He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh? I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me? Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you. That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings. So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. I spent 3 months playing all the Ace Attorney in 1 month to finish the Great Ace Attorney. Cool. I don't think I could do it in that short amount of time. I'm too at these games to kinda get that fast, but I don't know. I'd like to believe that I could someday. I wonder what he was writing before. Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look. Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there. Just distract him. I'll check it out. Hey, Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! Hold on. First, let me see what that girl's doing crawling around my feet. Edgeworth, more like not worth. Damn, more like network. Going down, goddamn. Chat is on the ball today. You guys are great. Huh. Alrighty then. He didn't even look. What? Letter of... I'm trying to think of a dumb R joke I can make here, but like... Of like a dumb joke with like the word R. Letter of... I'm drawing a blank on literally my only job is to make jokes. I don't even get paid for it. I'm a clown enthusiast. And I'm also the entire circus, clearly. Letter of... I think this is straight up tsundere. Man's getting old, should marry someone. Yeah, like Phoenix. Never mind. Anyway, letter of... If you're having trouble reading it, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. Rectal scan records. Damn it, that is good. Letter of rectaloscopy. Rectaloscopy. Rectification. I know, resignation. Yeah. It says letter of resignation. Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean... I'm tired, right? I feel as if... something inside me has died. But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault. I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been just... And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. Letter of rectangle. Yes, he's gonna draw a rectangle. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either. No, I think he's serious. Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something. This letter of resignation... I wonder if I can use it for anything. Letter of resignation put in the pocket. Well, I could show it to Emma, or no, Lena. Maybe she'll confess. Anyway, Rightworth is overrated. I'm with Phoeniers. I don't know what that ship is. Phoeniers. I don't know what that ship is, but I find it interesting. Let's see. Forged evidence. I don't really think we need to say all the stuff. Let's try talking to, Oh, okay, this too, I guess. Underground parking lot. Excuse me. Yep, knew it would be her. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef? I'd love that. That sounds fantastic, sure. Except I'd go for more of a pound. Show it to Gumshoe. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Miss Star. I guess she's out of lunches. You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk. Or a centaur. Yo, let's go, it's Rice Ball Head. Ladies and gentlemen, entering the arena, Rice Ball Head. If Phoeniris is what I think it is, you have to wait until the third game to find out. Okay, I gotcha. Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago. I don't know how, but I don't know. Sometimes I get scared of Angel Star. She is kind of weird. Yeah. Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence. Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten. Miss Star's hatred towards Lana, and her love of roast beef. It all dates back to 2 years ago. Riceball Head is the best character besides Sunworth.
She's pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I like doing the Valley Girl voice. She's pretty great. Personally, though, I think Gumshoe has to be one of my favorite characters, just because he's like... he's so stupid, but he's like a lot of fun, though. What's his OnlyFans? Ask for Arrow because he's really shy about those things. Hey, man, thanks for asking about that. You're right, I am shy about those things. What is her OnlyFans? Huh.
It all dates back to 2 years ago.
I'll get back to you in a moment. I've got to see a guy about a horse. And that horse is named Edgeworth. Never mind, he's not here. Why? Well, maybe this'll do something. Okay, yeah, never mind. Alright, fine. I'll go do something else. Clearly gotta talk to either Edgeworth or, you know, Angel. Almost dropped my controller, which is weird, because I'm not even... Why can't we interview Sonic? I'm too fast for the law. Good luck trying to catch me. I've already escaped from the city. I've committed vehicular manslaughter. Joe Dark? That's a name I'll not soon forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed.
No, like the police mascot that looks like Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's more like one of her irises is bigger in some sprites than the others, and the eye color is also the same between both eyes.
I guess so, yeah.
I didn't notice that. That is kind of weird.
After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Her? Lena Skye. My sister... The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. They were put to the test. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gaunt.
Not to be confused with Chief Garnt of the Trash Taste Police.
Anyway, that legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up with our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of the evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious from the evidence procured in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear while others were kept secret.
But you don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then, Lena Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lena always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Oh wow, yeah, her eyes are strange. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lena Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used?
Damon Gant and Lena Skye. Gant led the investigation with Lana's second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gant's magnetism in particular was almost unreal.
His magnetism?
By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
Incredible evidence?
You mean... Oh yes. There were rumors about him even back then.
She can smolder. That's hot.
It is honestly kind of hot. Honestly, not gonna lie. All right. I need to stretch for a second. And now I'm done. All right. There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though because he's 8 feet tall and ripped. I take it she's talking about forging evidence. Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes. Myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Starr. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that? Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she? Yes, thanks to Chief Gant's powerful influence. Chief... That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office. What? You mean... That's why Lana was transferred? That's why Lana was transferred? Sonic. Well, after my escape, they charged me with a bunch of crimes. Destruction of property, vandalism, disorderly conduct, extreme negligence, reckless evading assault, third and second degrees murder. Third and second... I love that short, though. The thing where... Especially the part where Amy immediately decides, like... Goes from, like, you're a criminal to you're my criminal. In, like, the span of roughly 5 seconds. It was fantastic. If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? All the people involved here have pretty good motives. Interesting. Yeah, this case is really well written. I don't know, but one thing's for sure. You should buy my lunch. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change. At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this. Ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr. You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been. Okay, never mind. I'll buy her lunch. I'd buy that for $1. And by lunch, I mean my OnlyFans subscription. Yeah. You get a free meal with it. Yay! Yas, queen, slay. Or whatever it is she talks like. Forged evidence. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to. Nothing I do can erase that fact. But you didn't know, did you? I mean that the evidence was falsified. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, then we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my responsibility, and my responsibility is the prosecutor's in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have. Her lunch is so good that the judge started eating in courtroom. Exactly. Several times. Straight up gave him caviar. Or she gave someone caviar, I forgot who, but still. That's exactly how she sounds, like the most basic e-girl you can imagine. I'm glad I gave her that voice. I feel like it kind of fits. I'm just vibing to the music while I drink water. Oh, we're back. Alright, good. We are good? We're back? Are we back? Good. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. So tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna feel this way. I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. We must drink water? No. Did I say water? I meant electrolytes. Yeah. That's what I meant. I'm drinking electrolytes, like Raiden in Metal Gear Rising, with the spines that he crushes and consumes.
So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Can we have an ASMR stream? You know what? Since you asked nicely, eventually. But how about a little taste right now?
I would like the mic, but that seems like a bad idea to me. That's the sound of my tongue. It's so wet.
Hey bro, how could you? You lied to us. You're a cyborg? Yeah. You know, I might be mostly metal. I might be 99% steel, but my heart is human. If I ever made an album, I think the first one would be called 99% Steel. I think it's a cool name. ASMR noises. The ASMR stream should just consist of Metal Gear quotes.
I said my sword was a tool of justice, not used in anger, not used for vengeance. But now I'm not so sure. And besides, this isn't my ASMR stream.
I retract my previous statement. Yeah, you fucking better. That's what you get. You get what you fucking deserve. You get what you deserve. The Joker was right all along. That's what happens. Mouth noises. That's also what happens when you have ASMR, but without one of those, like, you know those weird head mics, the Ku 100 things? The ones that are shaped like a human head? I don't have one of those. I have a worse microphone than that. So, you work with what you got. You play the field as it lies. Anyway. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial and now this one.
Also, I feel like this sprite has Edgeworth's face looking different than the rest of them. Maybe it's about like the eyes or like the proportions in the face, but this one feels different.
It seems like all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists?
That is odd. After Nia Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do.
Well, that sprite was made for this case alone, so I imagine the artist couldn't replicate it 100%. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I don't remember seeing it beforehand, and then... Yeah, that makes sense. It's only half as long because otherwise it would take too big to fit in the item icon for the game. Yeah, I mean, I guess they could always just, like, stack it on top of itself, but, like, where's the fun in that, honestly? Oh, hey, did you see that I got back to doing shorts? I'm thinking I'll have at least one, like, 2 shorts a week for the days that I'm not streaming or whatever. So that'll at least cover the days where I have, like, no content going. Hopefully, I will have enough of a stock to just make a bunch of stuff for that, right? If I have a little bit of excess, a little bit of wiggle room, then I'll start, like, maybe putting them out a bit more, like, frequently. But for now, I think I'll just go for, like, you know, Mondays and Saturdays. And from there, we'll see. I'm not sure if I want to do it daily again, because that kind of... Yeah, I tell you what, that kind of wore me down after a while. That one was kind of rough. That was... that did stuff to you. I was making videos just to make videos, and I'm not sure if I really want to have that be my content, you know? Anyway.
I may not have been a part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given that proves the suspect guilty.
Make a short in which you win. Ah, that's a good idea.
That was really the only thing on my mind at the time. Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time. That picture... Something seems strange about it.
I know something is strange about it. Whatever. Look, we'll get there eventually.
Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered. You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right? I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Just take pictures of your gym shorts and post it. I don't think that would be a good idea. It's just, you know, I don't want people getting jealous of my sick fashion, you know? It's my amazing style of bright red and turquoise that usually blinds the eyes of anyone who sees it. No one's ready for that.
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one. Because you were awarded this? Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department. You finished up at the office? Yes, just odds and ends. Clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back. Take something back? This. Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Can you make a VTuber model with Edgeworth's outfit? That outfit is simply amazing. You know what? I might do that at some point. I was thinking that, like, for my anniversary, I'd add, like, a bunch of new outfits when I, like... I don't know, I'm still kind of considering how I should, like, update my model, because clearly, I've gotten a little better at drawing than I was when I made this. So, I don't know, I'll have to really, like, think about how to improve this. And then I'll probably make more models, but after that, we'll see. That's part of the reason I even held off on making a lot of new models, because, like, I just wanted to make sure I had a lot of good designs up first and that my art was up to par, because if it wasn't, that's kind of, like, defeats the point, you know? Oh yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he? Yes, it was a piece of evidence in that case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to. That's right. Maybe update and enhance VTuber movements. That's definitely part of it, because, like, look at this. My arm comes off when I go too far this direction. I look very stiff and unwieldy when I turn. I'm just, like, shuffling. Can you make a model with your head and the body of a very feminine anime girl? Oh, you bet. I'm gonna make an entire Arrow Girl thing. Which reminds me, I need to get back to designing Arrow Girl, because I've been practicing drawing girl faces for anime, and I'm almost ready to get back on that horse. But you know what? I said, let the record show I said horse. Get back on that horse. I did not call the girl version of me a whore. I did not do it. That did not happen. I just said the horse being the situation. I want to clarify that for the... Anyway, So yeah, I'm gonna get back to doing that. Maybe next week. I've gotten so accustomed to your VTuber movements that I know it when you look in chat. Okay, well... Now I kind of feel like I need to make you not know that. For some reason, you knowing that makes me feel like I have to hide it. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken back when he received the King of the Prosecutors trophy. Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me. Yes? The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. Oh, I remember now. Remember what? That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design. A story?
Arrow, your model literally looks to the right when you're preparing to read chat. Well... wait, hold on. Wait, shit, what do I got here? What do I got? Could have sworn I had something to hide myself with. Sure, yeah, hold on. Aha! Never mind. I was gonna move that, I couldn't move it. Alright, never mind. Whatever. I wasn't the only one, so I'm glad. I think it just goes to show how limited your current movements are. I think increasing your movement would be such a great way to enhance your streams. Yeah, maybe even make it like, you know my normal outfit now, it's got like the little fluffy thing behind my head? I was thinking of making that have like some actual like gravity and effects to it where like it'll like fluff up and down when I move. Also, so make it to where I can like lean forward as opposed to just slightly bowing my head a little bit. I want to get a fuller range of movement. I did not know what I was doing when I made this first model. I am still proud though with the way my hair turned out, because if you look at my curl, it does actually follow the direction of my head, like it's a 3D like sort of thing. Like, hold on. If you look closely, like look at this. Pay close attention to like the tip of the curl. Like, it looks like it's, you know, moving from one side to the other. And not just staying in the middle. Also, the limited movements are kind of charming to me. I guess they do have kind of like a, sort of like a, kind of like a fun sort of low-tech feel, but still, I've been disembodied, or whatever. But, yeah. I don't know, I do kind of want to have it be slightly higher quality just because if ever I do try to get hired as a professional VTuber and they come by this channel and they're like, oh, hey, what's this channel like? I don't want them to see this and be like, oh, yeah, he clearly made it himself. Yeah, which I did, but I don't want them to look like that. I don't want them to think that. For me it is too, but I think that's only because I'm so used to it. I think it would be help for a wider audience. Yeah, I agree with that. That's all really going to come in, like, the wider model update. I just need to come up with some stuff that, like, looks like me, but better. And it's pretty hard because, I mean, I'm just so hot. I'm amazingly hot, and it's... I'm kidding, though. But, yeah, it's going to be definitely better shading than this one. Definitely stuff that sticks out a bit more. Or whatever, because at the moment I've got, like the shading I have right now for my face and whatnot, that would work for like an animation or like something like that. But as a VTuber model, it's not great. It's not the best. Plus the color choice was still kind of like a little off. Like there are better color combinations I could have gone with that would have worked better with itself. Some of that you can even see in a lot of the art that I put out nowadays where it's like, that's more the palette I would go for now as opposed to back then. Because now I kind of know a little bit more of what I'm doing. But yeah. Either way.
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us? It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
Okay, so you're gonna... There we go.
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Me? Oh, sure. Yeah, everyone knows that. Oh, why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake? I think the face is great, but everything else could get a bit of an upgrade, especially if you have the skills and techniques to do it. Yeah. I think also I need to put my eyes a little further apart, and I need to move them a little further down on my face, because right now, I have no forehead. I'm not even a 3-head. It's like 2. At most. I don't have much of one. I need to move the eyes and the eyebrows a little down on my face and a little further apart from each other, and then I think I'm good. Maybe the ears, too. Honestly, since so many VTubers pay other people to both draw and rig their models, I think it's admirable and really cool that you did it all by yourself. Oh, thanks. Yeah, part of it was to, 1, cut down on costs, 2, also make sure that... Well, also, I want to make clear, the primary reason I did it was because I wanted to, like, have something that really represented myself. And even if my version of it wasn't the best quality it could have been, it's still something that is, you know, in the end, it's mine. And I like that. Always seem your hair covered most because of your weird swirl thing. Yeah, I feel like if I was going to do that, the swirl should have been, like, more down and, like, covering more of my forehead. But it looks more like it's coming out of, like, the middle of my hair, and my hair's just really popped up, like, fluffy and all that. So, yeah, I really need to, work on most of this, really. There's a lot I can really improve here. You know what, maybe I'll do an entire stream about just, like, trying to make new things to improve on my model. Haha! The eyes will stay the same. Probably. Unless, you know, I realize you all hate the eye smile thing, which is really just supposed to be like... You know how a lot of anime eyes have, like, a very lighter, like, tone in the bottom of the eye? That's what that was supposed to be. But clearly you all hate that, so I'll try to find a new way to do it. I'll try to figure something else out. Something more visually appealing. And robot. I also want to make my next one look more robot-y. Or, like, android-y. Because I feel like with the fact that that was, like, a very last-minute thing for me. And I still made it work with the whole, like, you know, oh, the blue part of my hair is LEDs or whatever. Even though I made it work with that, I need to change all of that. I'm not saying I need to look completely different, but I want to look at least slightly more robotic than I currently do. Just to kind of, you know, look like an android. Or something. Maybe take some cues from Cyberpunk, perhaps. Possibly. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll make, like, a few different versions on release. One of them to look more robotic and then one for not, just to have, like, options. Who knows? Either way. Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though? For Emma's sake.
Very well. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon. Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other. Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard the story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. In terms of audition requirements for Hololive Ninja Sanji, it seems like they want people that have unique skills, so stuff that is different from just your average gaming, singing, and drawing. That's true. Well, I mean, I can do a pretty good Raiden impression. I said my VTuber model was a tool of artistic expression. Or whatever. Hey, that's something. It's standard, but it works. Let me think what else. You can, for example, rig a new head with half your face ripped off to expose the metal parts. That could be cool. Yeah, it could be like the Terminator version of me. Terminator head. Yeah. I'd like to have a lot of new outfits on release. Either way, though, my
VTuber debut anniversary is like a month and a half away. I'm not sure if I would have everything I plan on ready by that point. I'd really have to like put it into overdrive, and we'll see from there. The face will be kept mostly the same though. Probably. It will look different enough, I hope. Either way.
Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. I mean, more like structured content, like for example, a series that focuses on something different, like maybe learning new languages or anime reviews. That is true. Yeah, that is a good idea. There was something I was gonna do, but I don't want to say what it is in the off chance A, I wind up doing it, or B, they decide it sounds like a really good idea in the audition and I'm like, oh man, that's what gets me in or whatever. I'm gonna keep that ace in my pocket for now. But actually, I don't know, yeah, I'll keep it secret for now. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So other thing, I guess I could also go on Duolingo and try to do a thing where I like learn a bunch of new languages, like Russian or French or Dothraki. Who knows? High Valyrian. What? Didn't they have a Game of Thrones? Didn't they have a Game of Thrones language on there? Something like that. So there's that I could do. Let me think. What else? I could rob a bank on stream. I intentionally made up ideas that I didn't submit for the application. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say too much, but like, you know, there's kind of the standard sort of stuff, like me as a voice actor, right? You can say stuff like, oh, I want to make audio dramas or CDs or animations or whatever, which I can technically all do, but, you know, I'm not sure how much I would do that for my own channel normally, just because I don't think people would be interested in it. Maybe you can dub over some comics, some either official or fan mates, to voice acting, something you kind of want to do. That is true. I could do more fan dubs of stuff. Just get my voice out there. Why not? I'm kind of doing a fan dub of this, when you think about it. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. Are you telling me the merchant didn't think of any of that the entire time? Audio drama sounds like something you could really do. See, I could. That's the thing. But let's take right now, for instance. Like, right now, for this channel, I don't think many people would actually watch that. And I feel like if I go through the effort of, like, trying to make something like that, I'd want it to be something that people would actually, like, listen to, you know? Like, the lore on my character or whatever, which I technically could do with this, but, you know, I've seen people either straight up read manga on stream, or you could do the same with either Marvel or DC, because you'd be the first one to ever do that. You know what? Why not? I've already got the whole, like, comic halftone sort of thing going for my guy. I might as well try something like that. Sure. That's a good idea. I'll jot that down, actually. Just read stuff, languages, video editing, I guess. I need to find a way to monetize doing normal stuff. So yeah, reading comics and stuff, you know, learning languages, all the stuff that I could do. Not many people watch your content, period. You might as well try new things. Wow. Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you the fake angry thing for that. That's just true. Yeah, yeah. Not many people watch your content, period. You might as well try new things and hone your skills for potential opportunities in the future. That's legitimate advice. Yeah. You're right. Tell you what. I already had a few little animation things in the pipeline. I'll try to put those out sooner. Why not? Most of them are very stupid. They're not smart. Not trying to be mean. No, you're right though. Not many people watch my content. That's the bottom line of it. Yeah, I mean, I can't really deny that. It's like, oh yes, me with my 8,000 views per stream. Like, no, that's like, guys, let's be realistic here. I'm not exactly batting 1,000 here. And I'm not saying it's bad to not bat 1,000, but logistically, you know, you are right. I should try new stuff because the stuff I'm currently doing isn't exactly, you know, breaking the bank for me. I need to make high quality shit posts. Really high quality. I mean, like After Effects, you know? I need to make stuff.
and things. But yeah, audio dramas of some variety, maybe like a lore thing for my channel. That is true, though. Yeah, I don't think that's mean at all. I think it's just a very accurate assessment of the way things are going. That's right. Yeah, I want to say this. Don't be afraid to give advice like that. After Effects are hell, good luck. Oh, yeah, my computer can barely run it. That's why I don't even use it. But, like, I could try. But yeah, don't be afraid to give advice like that in general, just because, like, sometimes people kind of need to hear that. You know, just hear it said out loud. Even if they kind of know it, it helps. And stuff. You know. But yeah, thanks for being honest with me there. That's nice. Merchant was left speechless. Yeah.
And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Which is... Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items.
Even so, you have to face the possibility that since YouTube is so saturated, you might never truly escape the small streamer sphere. Yeah, that's just kind of how it is. But hey, won't know till I try. I mean, honestly, who would have thought that a shark-themed VTuber would take off? And then she did. Really, it's all in, like, just everything. You just kind of gotta put stuff out there, hope something works eventually. Yeah, either way, I still have fun with this, even if I never get that big. Self-awareness is the first step. Like, I know my content isn't going to create a amount of views, but I'm always trying new ideas. Yeah, see, that's the good thing about that, is that, like, you gotta try new stuff. And I have noticed, especially recently, a lot of what I do is just the same as it's always been. And while it's not necessarily bad for, like, a continuing fan base, it's not doing a lot for me with regards to, like, I don't know, growth, I guess? I mean, I tried that with the shorts a while back, where I was doing some of them with, like, voice acting shorts, or, like, drawing shorts, or whatever. I think I need to start diversifying my portfolio a bit more. If this could really be called a portfolio, really. I'm not entirely sure if it is. But, either way, you're right. That's true. I need to try new shit. After this week, because the schedule's already out for this week. But, I mean, I'm joking, obviously. But, you know, maybe I'll try a few stranger gorilla streams before the week is done. I've got a few ideas. Few ace in the holes, if you will. In space with Arrowhead. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Arrowhead, broadcasting to you live from space, where I've decided to put myself into an airlock and fire myself towards the sun. As the ultimate burial act. The ultimate Viking funeral. Will I survive? Watch the rest of the video to find out. And be sure to thank our sponsor, NordVPN. No one will be able to find you on Earth. And they definitely won't be able to find you in space. A heist with Arrowhead. Running for the presidency with Arrowhead. And I just broadcast my entire campaign to run for president. I should try that, actually. That sounds like kind of a funny idea for a stream. Ladies and gentlemen, as President of the United States of America, I promise to do away with taxes. Do I have any means to do this? Not even a little, no. But well, I say I do, of course, because this is politics. I don't actually have to do anything I'm saying I'm going to do. It just has to happen.
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words, but it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion.
My VTuber audition idea is going to crack heads. Too bad literally no one's going to see it. That's kind of how I feel about some of my past auditions, is that, like, some of them were actually not terrible ideas, but for various and assorted reasons, obviously no one will ever see it. There's one that I came up with that I'm never going to use at this point, but I thought was kind of... The 5 minutes audition requirement, I mean. I gotta be honest, I usually think that 5 minutes is too much. Like, they don't need that much time to know whether or not they want to hire me. Also, will me talking in 5 minutes in a video really give them all they need to know about what I do? When you think about it, because I can tell them, like, oh, I do voice acting, I show them, like, little clips and whatnot, but, like, they're gonna read the rest of the audition, right? Because if not, then, huh? Really? Imagine if future elections are settled through Twitch polls. Imagine if we have a VTuber president. Oh. That would be fucking awful, but amazing at the same time. Oh, I'd love it. Iron Mouse 2020. 2024, I mean. Actually, she would be great. I'd vote for her. That would be hell. That would be amazing.
But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
I won't say anything more than I'm making a short story video. See, I did that too, but I feel like the problem with mine was that mine was like poorly drawn, and it didn't really like I didn't give myself enough time to work on it, and this was like back in the day. So it didn't really turn out as well as I would have liked. Maybe it would have worked better if it was well drawn, but I don't know. Just all I'll say, follow your heart. That's all I'll say about that. Whatever you do that you really want to do, that shows how you really do things, that's probably going to be the best way to do it for you regardless. I just think that talking or gaming for 5 minutes won't do anything. See, that's the thing. I have tried all 3 of the things you said. Doing the talking for 5 minutes, which did not do... That one worked the least. Don't ever just sit in front of the camera and talk. They hate that. That's like their least favorite thing. And then there's, whatchamacallit, making a short video. Those usually do better for me with regards to the auditions, with regards to how many I've done that have, like, almost gotten to something. But you also need to make sure that you keep it moving fast enough to the point where people aren't, like, bored, if that makes sense. Like, with both of mine, those are the best ones that I did, but, they weren't completely entertained by the whole thing. So yeah, they never watched the entire thing, as far as I've seen. Now, for you that might change, because you make actual good content. Me, I gotta be honest, most of my auditions I thought were pretty good, but realistically, I'm not sure how good they were compared to, like, I don't know, the actual people they got for it. Like, I've seen the Hollow Stars they've got, and by God, I love them. They're fantastic. They're part of what I want to actually work there and whatnot. But, like, damn, that's a lot to compete with. You're gonna have to put in the hours, you know? It's a lot of stuff to do.
Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today. That's funny. Well, that's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gaunt. 2 years ago, we had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Hey bro, make one of your amazing music videos. That's where your talent lies. You know what? That's true. Problem there, though, is the music part. And I am not a singer. At all. I could try. I've been practicing. But like, Dame dane, dame yo, dame nano yo. I think the part of the problem is that I don't have any songs that I know of that I like that are actually in the right key for me. You know? Like, I don't have any of those. Make your own song cover, easy. You know what? Why not? Sure. Or I'll make up my own song. And I'll have that be it. Then they have nothing to compare it to. Original song. Wake up, you're in a coma. Wake up, you're in a coma. You failed out of school, you got no diploma. Wake up, you've fallen asleep. I miss you, but you won't say a peep. That sounds like... That's just the tune of Hey Now You're an All-Star. Okay, I'll come up with something later. All life is like Disney. Singing is a requirement. Mostly. Yeah, not every member is good at singing, though. I will say that. Not all of them are. But, yeah. That's funny. I would... It has to be. Comedy's like all I got going for me, man. That's all I got. Like, I bet even the janitors were all singers at high school at Disney headquarters. Yeah, at the High School Musical. I wonder if they actually stop and have, like, a song every day at Disney headquarters. Like, I must file these TPS reports, da-da-da-da. Or something. I don't even know what a TPS report is. I could do rap music, or have it be like a medley.
Yo, Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. Peanut butter chocolate flavor. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. In the AM, it's the flavor I savor. Peanut butter and chocolate too.
And that would like lead into like losing my identity, wondering have I gone insane? To find the truth in front of me, I must climb this mountain range, looking downward from this deadly height, never realizing why I fight. And it's like, yeah, I'll figure something out here. I got this. Yeah, it's breaking out in songs like Norman Disney headquarters. Jason, you're fired for stealing everyone's lunch and putting your dick in it. And he's like, come on, sir, give me another chance. If you let me now, I'll do another dance. How are we going to get more viewers for our next movie? How are we going to get more viewers for our next movie? It's simple, we've just got to hire more diversity. Or something. What Marvel movie should we make? I'm laughing so hard right now and Mom is confused. Okay, that might be something I have to go with then. Going for some variety of strange song. Or like a parody or whatever. Wake up, you're in a coma, you failed out of school, you got no diploma. I'll try that one later. I'll fix that one, don't worry, that won't be copyrighted when I try it. Let me think what else. What can I do to sing? Oh yeah, I know the song Donut the Musical. Let me start with this inquiry, which I recorded in my diary. I've got a secret thing I want to say. Consider this, beating the crap out of listener ASMR, that's a thing, look it up. it's like,
You're all tied up. I have ways of making you talk. I'll make these weird lip sounds next to your ear. How's that? Give me the nuclear codes, you fuck.
something like that. Yeah, that could work. I could try that.
2 years ago, that he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
I am not playing this game. I've just been talking for the last like half hour. This is basically just a Zatsudan with a game in the background. Not that I'm not enjoying this. This is great. I like talking with you guys. I should just do a normal Zatsudan at some point. Chief Gant. King of Prosecutors Trophy updated in the court record. Okay, that's probably all we need from Edgeworth, unless the vase or the vase or whatever it is. He's doing the eagle stare thing. He's doing that duck bill thing. You know that shoe bill duck? That thing. Right, so what's with this awkward silence all of a sudden? And then Phoenix's head is just like, ha, Disney songs. Told me no in a very stylish manner. I know, I've done this. Alright, now hopefully we can talk to, Gant or get into his office or whatever. There's so many people into that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you. People are so like, I'm not gonna kink shame them. I get being into some weirder stuff, but I mean, at least don't hurt yourself in the process. Well, first department. Oh, you're back. You're still here? I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey. Oh, that DJ. Yeah, that kind. Hey, if I was the DJ, I could get into Hollow Stars. DJ Arrowhead in the house. Oh, disc jockey. That's what DJ stands for. Not in this case, it's desk jockey, but like otherwise, it's disc. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. I don't know what I even thought it stood for. Like, dinosaur. Ginosaur. I don't know. Alright. The D always stands for dinosaur, by the way.
I got admire your persistency, but my answer's still no.
In song, I have to print all of these files and brew coffee for my boss. I don't want to get fired. I was only recently hired. To lose my job would be such a loss. Another Sonic.
Another Sonic! Metal Sonic!
I remember this girl that was streaming while driving got pulled over by the police and Twitch did nothing, but a guy was literally robbed on stream and they deleted his channel. I forgot about that. That was fucked up. I remember hearing about that too. Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck in the line. That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there. There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
And there is, lo and behold. Honestly, I don't recommend Twitch for anyone if you want to build an audience. I was considering going to Twitch for a little bit, but like, I don't know. I feel like I'll stick with YouTube for now. But like terrible puns in the songs too. Tomorrow is going to be a chore. That's why they call it the future. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's amazing. I need to do that. Remember when people say stuff like, Twitch is so much better than YouTube, and look at it now with the ads and whatnot? Yeah. Ads, really just the way it's been like doing content weirdly left and right. Why don't I do a hot tub stream? And it's just me in like a made up like hot tub place. Or something. I could do a cooking stream, but not with actual cooking. Because I can't cook and I also don't have a kitchen. I don't think. Or wait, do I? I guess I technically have a kitchen. Yeah, Twitch is horrible because the only way to find people is through the games they play, which hinders the ability to be a variety channel. Yeah, I've heard about that. And then only really the popular ones can really make that work because then they have like the viewership, obviously, but they can't just, you know, get people.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious! Is he ever not serious?
He came out of the womb serious. Like, he came out and as a baby, he was just like, why? Why?
I can't believe they pushed him this far.
So people either exclusively only play one game, exclusively, or have only stream once they have a big following on YouTube. Arrow hot tub stream, but you copy paste your head into an anime girl's body. That could be funny. Yeah. I might give that a shot.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible. When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. Detective. That's it. I've made up my mind. But... Here, take my ID card. We can't do that. If someone found out, they wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report. Look at me. It's no secret I'm already out of the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated. What? So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
If I didn't already know the sequels, this would be a pretty crushing moment right here. Instead of Arrowhead, maybe you need to focus on other body parts, like Arrow Heart or Arrow Leg. You know, maybe I should make like a VTuber unit out of me and the rest of them, where I just hire people to be like Arrow Heart or Arrow Leg or whatever. I don't know, I think that could be kind of funny. Like, we were all pieces from like some ancient robot, and then we got put into new bodies, and it's like, we're all weird now. Alright, detective. Thank you. Gumshoe's ID tucked swiftly in the pocket. I feel like Arrow Heart would just be like the magical girl version of me. Or be like Iroh Heart with AI Row Heart instead of Arrow, because then it's like I for love in Japanese, and then... Anyway. Alright, back to the Chief's office. The office of the Talladegasville Chiefs, or wherever that team is from. The basketball team or whatever. Are they a basketball team or are they like a football team? And then in collab streams, you all just combine together like Power Rangers. Yeah, we just formed like a Megazord or something like that, but it's like better still, we don't even form like anything different in Robo Parts. It's just like I'm the head, so I'm just like sitting on one of their shoulders, and they're just like grabbing onto my arms or whatever to help bring the illusion of being limbs. Arrow people unite, and then it has like a go Power Rangers theme while we just kind of like climb on top of each other. Honestly, if you were part of Twitch staff, what would you do? Get rid of a handful of creators that know for sure are problematic but they bring in so much revenue, or stick to your policy? I'd probably try to change the policy to make it more friendly towards like people in general. Because like at the moment, I feel like it's not great for most people on Twitch. When I'm president of Twitch, I will ensure that a fair and just viewing platform for everyone. No ads if you don't want them. Arrowheart being a magical girl needs to be real. It's so amazing. I know, right? I need to do that. Moe cute? Or whatever. Oh no! I have to collect all the cards to stop QB-chan from destroying the metaverse or something. I have not seen that many magical girl shows. I am the one named Arrowhead. Here goes, Mr. Right. Click. Beep. Ah, fuck. Ew. Oh, that wasn't an alarm. Okay. We're in. If anyone finds us now, Detective Gumshoe's a goner. If that happens, I'm counting on you all to bail me out. Arrow Nico Nico Ni. Did one of us pass out? Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I didn't even know you could slap a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe! Well, what are you doing sneaking up on us like that? I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. If you're here, then what's the point of giving us your ID card? Gumshoe's ID crushed and rendered unusable in pocket. Hey, don't do that to my card. Gumshoe's ID reconstructed from the atoms and given back to him. I hardly ever got a chance to come in here, so I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now. You really do want to get to the You really do want to get fired, don't you? Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. I imagine it would be like Voltron, but all the Arrow people just kind of hang off your arms and legs. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. It'd be like that one thing from One Piece where they all combine to form, I don't remember what they called it, like the ultra docking scene from Thriller Bark, where Robin refused to do it because she thought she would be seen as less of a human. Oh, that was fucking funny. There's a scene from One Piece that's exactly like that. Spoilers for that, but yeah, it's very funny. Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out. Got a bad feeling about this. Let's see. Present. No. Examine. The safe. This is a safe, isn't it? Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue. Huh? Just like that one time when Deadpool just combined into Voltron monstrosity with 4 symbiotes. I actually didn't see that. What is that? I never saw that one. I never read that comic. Okay, if you say so. It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. A 7-digit number. I think I might just know what it is. Do you know what it is? I have a hunch. Oh, I know.
wanna check my birth date? It's...
There's no goddamn way.
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
Holy shit, seriously? I was just guessing based on that one, like, the one number from the thing we didn't know. Which is probably Gant's number, now that I think about it. Fear not, citizens! I shall save you all from certain doom.
Fear not, citizens. I shall save you all from certain doom. I can do this because my heart is true and full of love. I am Iroh Heart.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
7777. 777. Which is clearly the birthday of someone from Fairy Tail. The final ID card in that record.
What? The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day. You mean 777777777? That ID number?
I think you're 1-7 shy this time.
This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Scant's ID number.
Say, anyone care to look inside?
Sure.
Can you do me a favor and Google if you can Deadpool with 4 symbiotes? I'll check that out in a minute though. Let's check after this.
Is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
Look, it's part of the vase, isn't it? It is part of the vase!
A shot from a broken cup. It somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before? There's something else in here too. A handprint.
Let's make it up in chat, but Town Cityville sounds like an actual location in the cartoon world. I'm honestly shocked it's not. That sounds like a Cartoon Network sort of place. Oh yeah.
What's this? Looks like a piece of leather cloth. With a handprint.
If you were to bond with Clintar, assuming the symbiotes came out with your machine, what would your name be? Okay, so here's my idea on this. So like, you know, Venom, Carnage, Anti-Venom, Toxin, let me think. What are the other names? I think Banshee was one of them, but I forgot the names of all of Venom's children. I think Viral would be a cool name. Viral, you know, like kind of like a computer virus, but also like kind of like, how can I put it? You know, for like an infection or whatever. Not quite the same thing as Venom or a Toxin or whatever, but like, I don't know. I think it could work.
Hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. You think the chief made up the design? I don't think so.
Oh. Lashers, Scream, Agony. Okay. Huh. Maybe like Rage or something, just because clearly cancer. Yikes. I think I'd go more for like, I still think Viral sounds cool. Or another thing like, let me think. How about Acid? Because I'm machine. And therefore, like, acid would hurt me. Or something. I mean, acid hurts most organic compounds, so there's that, but... Oh, well, it's just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handprint on it and a broken shard from a cup.
Wasn't Rage one of the New Warriors?
I don't remember.
It does sound familiar, though. Or maybe it was Wrath. I'm not... No... I'd have to look it up. It's been a while.
They look like pieces of evidence. Yeah, but unless you can prove they had something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck in the line here. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident? Come on, there's gotta be something we can show to the detective.
There is, actually. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at that jar? I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days. It's kind of early to be nostalgic. Wrath is from Ben 10. Oh, right. No, that's true. I was thinking more Wrath like the Sin. Like with a W. Wasn't this a jaw a piece of evidence from that case? That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it. Doesn't this ring any bells? You know that fragment we just found? You mean this one that was in the safe? Yes, that one. That was in the safe. What about feedback? That's a cool one. I like that. Feedback. Feedback. Live wire could be pretty good. I like live wire. Electric hazard. No, that's a little too long. Hazard. That could be kind of cool. Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits. Assemble the fragments. Imagine I leave them be for now. Like, why would I? Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this. Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do. Mr. Wright, here's some glue. Were you sniffing it? If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes. No. God damn it. I didn't mean to press B. Hold on. Alright, hold on. Let me just... No, not that. Present it. Just fast forward. I am clumsy. Pulse. Pulse is cool. I like Pulse. Pulse. Yeah. Alright, Pulse. Definitely Pulse. Actually, Pulse might be a little too cool for me. I think I'll go for feedback, because that could also be like people giving me feedback on my stuff, and then it's like, oh, it's like a double meaning there. Feedback from electricity, and then feedback from like stuff. Arrow cannot see 3 feet in front of him. Yeah. There we go. It is complete. There! It fits like a charm. And that, of course, means like a glove. Like a Gant glove. Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident. But... Hey guys, get a load of this! What is it? This piece you just attached. It's different from the others. Huh? How so? There's a reddish line on it. A reddish line? It's blood. No shit, it's blood. There's been a reddish line on it. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe? Can I dust it for fingerprints? Let's see. And then the handprint. Hold on. Where did I have the handprint record? Or do I even have that? Mr. Wright, this word in reddish line, it says... Ligma? Ligma jokes. I gotta be honest, I find Ligma jokes funny. Oh, wait. This is unique dialogue. Of course I do. He was like a mentor to me. He was like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus. Really? He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles. Note to self, Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus. I want to believe he's just a patrolman now. Someone ought to trade places with him. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh wait, hold on, let me just examine this really quick. Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. It's not hard to make out. Looks like blood. This piece the chief has is different, though. The bloodstains on the other are just spots. This one's a line. This one's a line. That is odd. And this handle is broken, it seems. Have you seen that Watchmen meme where Manhattan asks Rorschach, it's so sad that... Oh yeah, I love that. I love that one. It's so good. Who the hell is Steve Jobs? Lick my balls. Nah! And then it just cuts off. Oh, brilliant stuff there. Let's see, he put something into his desk. I think it was the evidence list. This was Lana's desk. It sure was tidy. Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner. There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here? No. Chief Gant must still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They were the stuff legends are made of. Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime?
Oh, this is mahogany. Mahogany.
Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. Speaking of that, when we were here earlier...
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put the paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading. This looks like a list of evidence. List of evidence? In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though. Hey, look at the case name! Huh? The SL9 incident. Wonder what this is doing here. Hold on, detective. What did you just say? I said I wonder what... No, about the evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long. That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence. Enough size list of evidence. The list of evidence. It seems too short. The funny part is that Rorschach's confusion was warranted since Steve Jobs wasn't yet an important personality when Watchmen took place. I never thought of it that way. That's funny. I just thought it was... Yeah. And of course Dot Manhattan might know because the future thing, you know? Because he can see the future. He would know that joke. Oh, that makes sense. The list of evidence. It seems too short. Most lists run twice as long. He atomized Walter for asking a genuine question. That's the funniest part. Especially just because it was like the end of the joke, too. It's like... He even just... I still love the part where he just continues with the joke and doesn't try to explain them or anything. He just says, like, lick my balls. As if he just foresaw him getting the joke. Or like, what's ligma? You know? What would the other half of the list be doing here? I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case. It would appear so. Evidence list added to the court record. Wait, that's not it? There's more? For some reason I'm curious about this. This is the real deal, isn't it? This is the real deal, isn't it? This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons? Sure is, pal. Chief doesn't care for imitations. First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room? Hey, if he bought it with his own salary, that's fine. What? What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes. Ah, Emma, that's a controversial take there. You don't have any taxes to pay. You're a dependent. Just be careful of what you say. Who knows? Chief may be hiding in that armor as we speak. I don't think he'd fit in there. Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out. Cut it out. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be. I guess there's more to click on in the desk. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk. We found this inside the drawer. A list of evidence from the SL9 incident. Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of this list. What would this list be doing here? We better look a little more into this list. Or... you know, I don't know why I thought I'd be able to read this. What the fu- was that Lena's drawing? Or Emma's drawing? I don't know what this is. Looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here. What is it? Did you find something? I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Bullshit, Phoenix, you know what it is. They said they tried to have her draw it, but she couldn't. Huh? Oh. Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright? I cannot forget about this picture. Really? That's the part you're not going to forget about? I've investigated everything but the organ. Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally we hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department. It's on the 2nd floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building. When a detective screws up, the chief calls them to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours. What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul. After that, the detective can't hear anything for days except the ringing in their ears. Oh, fucking yikes. So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally. But aren't the chief's ears affected? He never listens to anyone anyway. That's beside the point. A friend made a joke about how that drawing is a visual equivalent of missing a QTE. Oh, that's amazing. That's funny. I like that. Visual equivalent of missing a QTE. Alright. Let's see. Chief's office, Chief Gant, all that. The desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's? Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago. Is anyone using it now? No, sir. It's entirely Chief Gant's office now. You got stabbed in the chest because you missed the QTE. You missed the vibe check, yeah. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene. It's a strange reason to leave it there. He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us so himself at a New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time. I see. So ever since Lana left, no one touches that desk? No one except Chief Gant. And the cleaning lady who's in here each morning. Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining. Can I ask you something? Sure. Imagine when you die, your tombstone says, "Should have pressed R." Oh, missed the X button by that much. Should have hit spacebar. Sure. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of those because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? That's your only reason for coming here, isn't it? Why do you ask? You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No.
No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay, now then, let's look around a bit more. Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy. What is it? When someone tells you, don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. You don't just let it go at that. Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you? You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you? What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him? Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet. I'm in love with him. Here you go, ignoring me again. What do we do with the whatchamacallit, the handprint thing? Yeah, I just bought some of that stuff. Now I can go around detecting blood traces too. Wow, is that a new type? I've never seen that bottle before. Add 3 inches to your base height. Base height? Hey, let me see that. Looming tall. Looming tall. New and improved growth formula. Do you mean this can't detect any blood traces? Well, it's not quite the same thing as luminol. So that's why the lady at the counter had that smirk on her face. Also, dude, you're like 8 feet tall normally. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to take a look at this. Hey, I know what that is. So you want to take some fingerprints? That's a great idea, Detective. Alright, go to town. Sheesh. What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that? Go ahead, take my fingerprints. It's not your fingerprints we want to take. Huh? Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth you found in the safe. Oh, I knew that. Yeah, the one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor? Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then once they've been absorbed in the prints, blow the rest away. Where are you, my mom? I'll have to be told 1,000,000 times. Alright, let's get this over with. Gumshoe is exactly 6 feet tall, by the way. Man, he's a giant in Japan, then. Right, he's not, like, huge, but, like, big dude. Big man. A lot of feelings in that man. A lot of big feelings for a big guy. Blow. There we go. Give it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Props to them for actually making stuff for different fingers. Just really cake it on there. Really spend her money's worth of the aluminum filings. And Gant is 6'1". Oh, the power of someone 6 foot and 6'1". 5'11" versus 6 feet. Be like, there we go. That's clear print. It's not Damon Gant. It is, however, Emma. No. How could this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here? Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they? Uh-huh. Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match. Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Doc's prints. Psst. Hey, you. Over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe? Don't ask me.
Let's just keep this information. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Nedgeworth is 5'10", short king. Oh, a short king indeed. And Phoenix, isn't Phoenix shorter than that? Or is he not? Hold on. Let's see, profiles. Oh wait, we don't have the heights listed right here. Never mind. Here, maybe you should hold on to this. Piece of cloth folded and out of the court record. Well, was I any help? Of course! Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat?
Eek! Chief Grant! We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Well, fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and see a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective.
Do you mean me, sir?
Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask all of you to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat.
Me, sir?
Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore.
But, sir... Oh no, he's gonna do the angry thing. Yep.
Now get out!
Phoenix is 5'9". Oh, an even shorter king. Yes, sir. You didn't take his gun? Wait, do detectives even have guns in Japan, or is that just an America thing?
We'll be on our way too then. Wait! You, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go just yet. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright? I should not leave her. Look, pal, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Chief's office is off limits. But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you? Mike Meekins is 6'2". He's the tallest guy in the first 3 games. Really? I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired. Yeah, but if I knew it'd be like this, I never would have said it. Now that I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office, I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why is she kept eerily silent about it all this time? Anyway, are you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over again. I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the Chief again. After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day. I see. So the Chief asked Emma to come in for questioning. It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here. But I've already told you all I can. What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing. Really. I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you right at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman. You know, I think I've finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words. Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edgeworth was right. Edgeworth? Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. Let's see. I think this is a good stopping point. Just for now. My voice is getting a little tired. I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. We'll finish this next time. Okay, so Google then. Because of Japan's strict laws, detectives don't get to carry guns. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright. Well, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Arrowhead, your favorite VTuber Android. Thank you for staying all the way to the end, Firewall. It's really nice of you. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I'll see you all tomorrow with more Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Have a lovely morning, day, or evening. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye for now.